Hi, this is James from GimpGuides showing you how to do a desktop background like my one now. And on this you're going to have to open up GIMP, and as I have already, and you're going to have to find out what your background size is. So go to Start, then go to Control Panel, wait for it to load, and go to up here where it says Appearance and Personalization, then click Adjust Screen Resolution. It'll tell you what your screen resolution is, or the size of it, which mine is 1366 by 768 pixels. So that's what I'm going to put in my background now. So go to File, then New, obviously, and just change it to whatever it is, because they all vary in the different computers or laptops you've got. So put it in, then click OK, wait for it to load, and you've got it up. Then I always have my background as black, because that's what I think looks best, but you can have it as whatever you want. Just toggle around, find what you think's good. Then when you're ready to start, go into Filters, then Render, then Nature, then Flame. Once you've done that, it should be in here. See where it says Rendering and Camera. Just ignore them for a minute. Go to Edit, then go down to Variation. Just click any of these. I normally have Swirl, Heart, Spiral, Popcorn, something like that. But I think I'm going to have Swirl on for this one, because I think it looks very good. So just click onto it, then click OK. Now we come to the Rendering and Camera. Normally you put just the brightness up, but for this one I think I'm going to put the contrast up. It just gives it better detail. So zoom it in, as I already have, and I'll zoom it out a little bit so you can see a bit more of it. Yeah, if you want to move it left or right, use this bar. If you want to move it up and down, use this Y bar. Then when you're ready with it, click OK. Right, okay, once it's loaded like this, go into Colors, then go to Color Balance. You can have Cyan, which I think looks best, which looks like that. You can have Red. I like red as well, but I don't really use it much. You can have Magenta, another way to Purple, which looks like that. You can have Green, which looks like that. I don't use green because I don't really like it, but you can use it if you think it looks best. You can have Yellow, which looks like that, or you can have Blue, which looks like this. And if you want red and magenta at the same time, just move this bar over to red and move this bar over to magenta. Or if you want blue and cyan, which I'm going to have, I'm going to put this bit completely over to blue, and I'm just going to move this one slightly over to cyan. So like that, so it makes it look lighter. After you finish with the colour, click OK, and once you're happy with the background, with this part of it, click either this paper bit, or right click anywhere on this layers part, then click New Layer. You don't have to change the layer name or the width or the height, because you don't really need to, because it should be the original size. Then click OK. You'll have the new layer. And what I normally do is I normally add lights and shadows into it, so like gradient flare, which is like bright stars and all that. You have like G flare, which I think I'm going to have with it, which to make it look so it stands out with it. Yeah, so after you've finished with that, click OK, wait for it to load, and it'll be anywhere on the page that you want it to be. And if you want to add another one, do the exact same thing. And if you want, you can add like another one in it. So I'm going to have a hidden planet. Put that there. Once you finish with that, make a new layer and click OK. And back into filters, and then back into light and shadows. If you want to add like a lighting, like a torch light thing, you go here and this blue circle, just drag it to wherever you want it. So I'm going to put it here. Then once you're happy with it, click OK. Wait for it just changes a little bit. If you want, just stay on this layer and add anything you really want. If you don't like this background, you can have like, go into clouds, you can have like plasma sort of thing, but I don't really use that, so I don't really like it. You can have distorts, which I don't really like. They don't really do much. If you want to go into blur, I use Gaussian blur because it's the best one so far. Wait for it to load, and see this horizontal bit and this vertical bit, just change that to whatever you want it to be. Wait for it to load. And yeah. If you want to add like another flame to it, don't use the first original background, otherwise it's going to overlap the other one and you're not going to see the first one. So make a new layer and put that in. Then do exactly what everyone, like what we just showed you. So go back into render, go to nature, then flame, and exactly what I did last time, click edit. But you don't have to have the same thing as you had last time. You can have popcorn, you can have spiral, you can have heart. I think I'm going to use handkerchief. It looks quite good actually. So just click the one that you want, click OK, change the rendering of the camera to whatever you want it to be. Right, now it's loaded, you can do exactly what you did to the last one. So go into colours, then colour balance again. I think I'm going to have it cyan, because that looks quite good. Add a little bit of blue into it to make it a little darker, and put it to whatever you want it to be, as I said last time. And if you want to have another one, you're going to do it the same as the other handkerchief one I did. The other side. Blue. Okay again. And yeah, you've got that. So this is what mine looks like. Right, okay, now it's loaded. You can change the colour to whatever you want. Go into colour balance again. I'm going to make this one completely blue. And yeah, once you're finished with it, click File, then go to Save As. Save it as whatever you want it to be. So I'm going to call mine Desktop 4. Then after I put .jpeg. Otherwise, if you're going to put it onto YouTube, they can put it as like a background or something like that. It's not going to work. It's not going to load on. And JPEG just looks better if you send it to mates on MSN or whatever you want. Then this will come up. Click export.